begun broadcast. Humble Among broadcast system number 103, the 103rd?
103rd.
103rd?
Yerk.
Is that how you say it?
Yerk.
I don't know. You tell me. How's everybody doing out there in the Juggalodium? Blue Ridge Rock Fest was canceled. Let's go ahead and do the, let's just do the reveal. Fuck the bullshit. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? She's already in pain. We are just beginning and she's in pain on the uncomfortable pink couch.
I've been in pain.
You're always in pain.
Facts.
All right. I'm going to get the link and share that out in a couple of spots.
Hoopity hoop, hoop, papa, hoopity hoop.
The Instagram, the Twitter, or X, sorry.
It's not Twitter.
X. And I might even put it on Threads. You know, how everyone uses Threads all the time. You know what Threads is?
No.
That's Instagram's
I know, you
Twitter.
explained it to me, and
Yeah.
Sarah explained it to me. I think it's fucking stupid.
You think it's stupid?
Yeah.
Not a fan. All right, I'm putting this shit. Oh. What the?
What?
Did I not save it? Oh, I guess I didn't save it on my phone. Just fucking up over here, guys. Just fucking up.
Good job.
Let me save it on my actual phone. Save image. All right. So we're going to talk about Blue Ridge Rock Fest. We're going to talk about Harland Williams, Violent J on Harland's Highway Podcast. I've never seen an episode of the Harland's Highway Podcast. Very silly. Harlan's a great person for Jay to play off of, so I'm going to break that down. I took obsessive-ass notes on this, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I took obsessive-ass notes because I was having a blast watching this.
Which means I'm not allowed
You're
to
going to
speak.
suffer. Yeah, she's going to suffer during this. It's not that you're not
I'm
allowed
not
to speak.
allowed
You
to
just
speak.
shh. Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing. Just don't derail me. Please don't derail me, because then I can't find my fucking footing again. All right, we are live now. Humble Among. Not Anung. Why does it always do that? My fat fingers.
That means
on YouTube.
my love, my baby love in Tagalog.
Anung?
Yeah, anang, anak, batot balat, hindi makalipad.
Okay. Juggalos, whatever. All right. How's the chat doing? What's up, chat? Shouts out to everybody in here. Motherfuckers.
We got
Shouts out to
Chantel,
Rizal.
we got Malachi Odinson, we got
Shouts out to
Dungeon
Nick.
Mensch,
Shouts
we
out to
got
Papa.
Jack D. Hooligans.
Shouts out to
Nick
Brandon.
Bizarre.
Shouts out to Taffy. Shouts out to LHRPG. Shouts out to the Alienated up here. Malachi Odinson.
Last.
Chantelli?
Not least.
Chantel? Is that Chantel? Chantel?
I already shouted.
You already shouted out Chantel?
I sure did.
Jesscola?
And my
Hooligans, what's up?
favorite,
Jack D, what's up?
Whoop and Taffy. No offense to everybody else, but just Whoop and Taffy got a special place in my motherfucking heart. You know what I'm saying?
Let me put the link in here again. Oops.
Hooligans got a new song dropping soon, though.
Oops.
Mizzle Medicinal.
Oops.
Azal, the most beautiful biznatch in the entire planet.
All right, that's good enough. We finished Instagram. Sorry, guys. I should really do this before I hit the button, but I always end up doing it when we're actually on the live. I don't know. It gives you guys some time to file in and whatnot. Is that thing doing the thing again? I think it is.
It's doing the thing.
Yeah, we got to get a stronger connection on this thing or figure something else out here. Because I really like the light, but it's...
Oh, Papa, you is definitely cute and fuzzy. We know that.
Now. Wait till y'all see Papa's cute and fuzzy self in the Gathering documentary this year. I have really cool footage of Papa coming up to us and being very excited about his merch haul at the Gathering of the Juggalos, and he was gracious enough to let me film him explain what he just got at the merch booth, which is was really cool footage. Actually, low-key one of my favorite things to film this year because it was such a real-ass moment, you know?
Oh, Whoop Conda. I
Put
miss
it up
y'all
here, too.
so much.
What's up, Whoop Conda and Taffy? Love you guys. Miss you guys. Thank you for tuning in, as always. We are live.
My little heart
now.
was with Taffy when we were at Panera yesterday.
In comments. Boom. Boom. I actually have to put the link in the comments.
Bum bum. Oh, what a bum
What the
bum.
fuck?
Bum bum bilum bum bum. Oh, what
She's
a
getting singy
bum,
already.
bum. Well, someone's name is Bam Bam in there.
Oh, what's up, Bam Bam?
And, you know, it just makes me think of my girl Nancy.
You think that's Bam Margera?
No,
We do this every time, don't we?
it's not.
It's not?
No.
Let's put this on Threads. I'm going to stay true to my threat and put this on Threads. Let's see. Can I
do
put...
be on Threads.
Oh, I got to do that. Oh, man. Threads is whack. Okay. We are live now. What are you laughing at, sucker fool?
You.
What? I can't help that a motherfucking hoe be posting hoe ass shit.
Well, why you following hoes?
I motherfucking follow back, motherfucking people who follow me. Jesus Christ. I can't help what other people post. Jesus Christ.
Yes, you can. You can text and be like,
You see how much shit she gives me?
Oh, trust me, it could be so much worse.
That's a threat. Is that a threat?
100%.
Oh my God. It could be so much worse, she said. Oh, it's my life, y'all. It's my life. Okay, let's, here's a question. What do y'all think the clowns are going to play at Riot Fest next week? I can't even come up with an idea, honestly. Probably, a very similar set to what they usually do. There's songs that they go to pretty typically. Obviously, Chicken Hunting's going to get fucking played. I feel like with stuff like this, though, they kind of play... I don't know, not like they have mainstream hits, but they definitely play like Chicken Hunting. They definitely play shit like Fuck the World, I feel like, for stuff like this. Stuff where, like, maybe they feel like entrance songs, maybe, to them, or stuff they might be known for. Maybe, like, some of the TikTok shit.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus probably gets played.
Slide.
Yeah, can you imagine if they do the Chop Chop Slide? What's the other one that was super viral? In My Room, maybe? Do they do In My Room live? I don't know if they even do In My Room live. I don't know. Definitely stuff that's, like, more known, though. Yeah, smash the like button, like Wicked Widget says.
Oh, my God, y'all.
Let me first of all open this show with a quick RIP to Steve Harrell. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Steve Harrell of Smash Mouth, one of Violent J's aliases, has passed.
That's disrespectful as
I
hell.
apologize.
That is disrespectful as hell.
I had to do that joke. I had to do it. But rest in peace to Steve from Smash Mouth. 1/3 of Violent J has passed.
Oh my God!
He will forever be missed. Any Smash Mouth memories you want to share? I'm not like a huge Smash Mouth fan.
I had the hit clip, the 30-second.
Oh my God!
And
shit.
one of my hit clips was the Smash Mouth.
You want to
one.
explain to the kids what a hit clip is? Because I'm sure almost everyone out there has no idea what the fuck that is.
I'm pretty sure almost everyone.
Well, explain it anyway. Assume they don't know.
A hit clip is a little doohickey mabobber. It's like a mini tape player. And you got these little chips that look like Nintendo DS games. And you stick it in there, and you get 30 seconds of your favorite top hit.
You wouldn't even get a full song?
No, you get 30 seconds.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that. That's even funnier that you don't even get the full song. So it's like a ringtone. You get like a ringtone.
Basically,
It's so fucking whack.
But those hit clips were the shit. I'd be one song on each. I remember hit clips. I can't wait to be on Rozell's. Catch me on Rozell's next album, bitches. It's about to happen.
Shouts out to Rozell.
Hit clips represent.
I guess people remember hit clips. Holy shit. I want to talk about this right out the gate. This is something actually Emily brought to my attention. I had no idea about this. They talk about it in the Shaggy Show from Tuesday, but I was just doing my rewatching of the Shaggy Show right before we went live right now, so I just saw it on there. But Emily brought it to my attention first. A 14-year-old kid died from doing the one chip challenge that Shaggy just did last week on the Shaggy Show. Him, Manny, and Brutalis, all three did the one chip challenge.
We got them at my job, and like we received
What's up, Bridget?
The day after. I think, we received them the day it happened, and then like literally the next day I went into work and I was checking the fucking emails.
And she had to pull all of that shit.
I basically had to. They were like, if you don't have the displays up, don't put them up. Put a note on them that says, do not put outside. Like, do not take out of the box. Leave it in the office. Yeah. I had to pull everything. I had to, like, repack it up and put it back on the box and put a note on it that says, like, do not fucking open. Like, it was serious.
Yeah, they're taking that shit super serial.
Yeah. Oh, my God, the toothbrushes that play music. So get this shit. God. So my mom, because during that time period I was in like my emo phase, so she saw the Kiss one, okay? And because it was like black and red and it had like gothic style, my mom got me the Kiss toothbrush that played Kiss in your fucking brain.
That sounds like hell.
It's, yeah.
Hooligan said that I heard the kid ate multiple of them.
Okay, well...
I mean, in that case, maybe they put it back on the they put it back out there for sale with a fucking little note on the back that says "Do not eat more than one." I also heard the kids from Worcester. Shaggy said that on the Shaggy Show. There, the kid was from Worcester.
Yeah, Scotty said, "Yep, I want to rock and roll all night." I had both of them.
Wasn't there a pair of headphones that like vibrate into your head or some shit like skull? Isn't that like Skull Candy's kind of gimmick? Oh, fuck. Maybe I'm misremembering two different things. I
don't know. The toothbrush, the way it was like if you had the toothbrush on and you were holding it, you couldn't hear anything. But it was the vibrations of it brushing on your teeth.
Can't even listen to music because nothing but Kiss comes out of my toothbrush. That shit's fucking lit. Oh, man. Okay. I guess let's move past some of these images here. We'll do the old P.O. box real quick. I didn't check the P.O. box this week. There could be stuff in there. I don't know. I got to go next week. I'll check that shit next week. I want to talk about this real quick. I forgot to talk about this last week. Honestly, didn't even know it had happened. And then I saw, I think the day after we did the stream, Andy Kaufman got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame last week. And really cool gimmick. A bunch of comedians got together. I don't know if you can see the glass and the little bridge. That's not just for the ceremony. Apparently they bought that and donated a lot of money specifically to keep that there at all times.
That's
so lit. You can walk, because the idea being they don't want to have anyone walk on Andy's Hollywood star. He doesn't want to have it. So it's Andy Kaufman-esque antics being performed even fucking in depth, which in depth. Fuck, man. Even in death, the motherfucker's a prankster.
I went to Hollywood, and
that shit's cool.
2 stars I took pictures of. This is so embarrassing. I took a picture of Tommy Lee Jones' star.
Why?
And I took a picture of John Stamos. John Stamos' star.
Why Tommy Lee Jones,
though? Because there was a period in time where
You had a crush on Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah, I was on heroin, and he was heroin chic.
He was heroin chic.
So
I don't know if anyone's ever called... Has anyone ever called Tommy Lee Jones heroin chic?
Thank God I'm sober now, and I've come to my
thank
senses.
You, Citro. I'm not crazy. Jawbone headphones are the ones you're thinking of. They deliver sound through bone conduction. I fucking knew there was something weird like that. Thank you, Zitro.
Somebody gotta get some Windex for that shit. Catch me on the fucking streets like, skirt, keep my Andy Star clean, dog.
That's actually the next step. You gotta actually spray down the star. Excuse me, Jesus.
You're not excused.
Okay, fine. Speaking of street, dedications. Well, that was a rusty ass fucking transition, boy. I tell you what.
Thinking of the streets.
Speaking of the streets,
celebrities and streets.
Hey, get out of here. Get out of here, you. Emily brought this to my attention as well. The Beastie Boys Square will be a thing in regards, or in celebration of the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. There will be a block party and a dedication. It's the, what was the address on here? That was down here, right?
Humble on the streets. Yeah, it's like more at the top.
Oh, was it more at the top? because it's the cover of Ludlow and Rivington. Get out of here, you fucking pop-ups. But I don't know if you could recognize. I could strangely recognize it, even though it's not the same setup. It's the cover for Paul's Boutique there. It's going to be Beastie Boys Corner? Beastie Boys Square. That's the gimmick they're going with.
On the
streets. Beastie Boys Street.
In New York, when they take two street corners.
Yeah.
That's what they make it a.
They make it a street.
A square.
A street.
No, it's already a street.
Okay. Well, anyway, Beastie Boys Square coming soon to New York City.
Yay!
Yahoo! I want to talk a little bit about stuff we've been watching, and then I guess I'll go into that other thing.
Are we gonna talk about the thing?
Yeah, I'll save that for the last. That's not chronological order. Actually, fuck it. We'll do it the right way. We've been watching a lot of Below Deck. We finished Below Deck season 6, and we started Mediterranean now because it's obvious some of the Mediterranean stuff is like bleeding in to the main Below Deck. So we're watching the Mediterranean side spin-off show. We're on season 2 of that now. I guess probably we'll start season 2 tonight.
Roselle wants to know what your favorite
System of a Down
album is.
Favorite album is probably the first one, honestly. I probably this one. I fuck with that self-titled boy the most.
I don't know.
Toxicity is number. I feel it, honestly. Honest opinion on System of a Down, they get worse as they go. That's my honest opinion.
Their last,
I think the
last shit that they dropped was not my favorite. But I think honestly, Hypnotize and Toxicity.
Y'all ever watch Shameless? Yo, go back and watch some Humble Among Broadcast Systems from earlier this year.
Yeah.
We were watching Shameless. We were marathoning that and talking about it in this spot.
I have seen the entirety of. Well, I've seen up to season 8 or 9, like 3 or 4
17.
times.
We're in 17 minutes. 17. Okay.
Would I be able to sneak into a Riot Fest or a security?
I have no idea.
You know, Nick Bizarre, I feel like you could do something like dress up like a flower pot or like a little tree, you know? Dress up like a little tree and just fucking...
I guess any festival, I like the Scooby-Doo tactics of that. I think any festival, there's a chance you could sneak in. You just have to be ballsy enough and kind of scope out the situation enough, you know?
Not sneaking in a Lost Lands, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how big Riot Fest is. We're definitely going to talk about security is super tight at Riot Fest, Papa just said.
Just carry a ladder and put on a hard hat. I like it.
That's a good idea, honestly. I mean, a lot of sneaking into shit, too, is like having the confidence
and not looking sketchy.
To know, like, just be like, you could honestly, if you're confident enough to just be like walking by a motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, I've accidentally got into places I shouldn't be just by being an aloof goof, if you will.
Dog, yeah.
Who doesn't really know what he's doing.
At Lost Lands, there was this dude that was like fucking hitting on me in a lane, like hardcore. And I noticed he wasn't wearing a VIP wristband, and I was like, dude, like, how did you get into VIP without a fucking wristband? And he's like, I'm in VIP right now? Like, I was wondering where everybody was. I was like, yeah, dog, you're definitely in VIP. How did you get here?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have the confidence to get in anywhere, you could probably get in. Okay, let's talk about, I don't think there's really anything to add to Below Deck. No. We're watching Below Deck. Yeah. Barbie. We went and saw Barbie on... the day before Labor Day, I guess you could say. We went to see, it was the day before. Yeah. In our little small mountain town in Vermont, they were playing Barbie at the movie theater. Packed as fuck up in there.
Let me just tell y'all about this movie theater. Small ass town movie theater. Y'all, they got fucking popcorn and drinks and a candy for like $7. Everything.
$6 for a ticket to get in.
I can't even. I was like.
Yeah. Well, that's because this town is like, I think there's a tax supplement or a tax write-off type of thing. They actually
it's
pay.
It's like a community.
Yeah, it's a community thing. Vermont has a lot of shit like that. Like there's the budget for Vermont libraries is like really big too. They definitely fucking be putting a lot lot into that shit.
But the Barbie movie was absolutely
really good.
Fucking iconic.
Really good. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I do understand why a bunch of dumb dudes have a problem with the movie. But to me, you're completely missing the point of that movie if you're a man watching that movie and you're getting mad about that shit.
Yeah.
You're really, I mean, it's you're pretty fucking stupid in my opinion if you can't fucking understand what's going on in that movie.
I was thinking about like dudes being mad about the Barbie movie or whatever, but then I was thinking about when we were in Target yesterday and you were looking at insoles and you were like, these are exactly the same.
That's
like,
a great
why
example.
are these like $5 more? Like these are literally the same exact thing. Like what is the difference? I can't tell. And then it was like, oh,
They're
the
women's
more
one.
expensive ones are the women's one.
Yeah.
And then I started bitching about our pocket situations and how we get sealed pockets because girls have purses and they don't need to put things in pockets. So let's put a fucking fake pocket on that shit. So I don't want to fucking hear shit about any guy being fucking mad at the Barbie movie because the whole fucking point of the Barbie movie is, sure, we'll make Barbie world be nicer to boys when the real fucking world is nicer to us. But until then, this is our little thing that we have, so we're gonna fucking own it. And y'all little dumb boys can stay little dumb kids in the fucking world.
Well, for me, it's just a movie about feminism and like the multiple sides of feminism. But I don't really need to mansplain fucking the idea of feminism to you on this shit. But that's just what I took from it. It's definitely a movie, obviously, about feminism, but how it relates to Barbie. You know, the character and the idea of Barbie. It's like meta as fuck. It's like meta. Obviously, it goes in that Lego movie mold. I think I was calling the Lego movie thing pretty early on here when I saw Will Ferrell was in the movie. I was saying it was going to be a bit like Lego movie. It's more I want to say trippy maybe in a way. It's definitely more adult than the Lego movie. Not that there's like, you know, anything overtly adult in there at all.
Except when she goes up to those construction
the
workers.
word vagina?
And she says that she doesn't have genitals.
The word vagina being in it. Yeah, good movie though, man.
And
It's
the
fucking
beer
funny.
Drinking. The brewski beers. That shit was fucking dope.
Yeah,
I loved it
I loved
so
it a
very
lot.
much. As a
It was
girl who had every special edition Barbie that came out as a kid, seeing like legit, like I don't know how many fucking people are gonna relate to me on this, but seeing them call out like the palazzo pants on Barbie, like that, I fucking marked out for that because I was obsessed. I wanted those palazzo pants for my fucking Barbie so fucking bad, and like there they are. That like has a scene dedicated to it.
It did a great job of like walking the line of being like actually a piece of art and also like piece of corporate fucking fandom, you know what I mean? And one of the funniest, slight spoiler, one of the funniest fucking things in the movie to me is a Easter egg where they're in the Mattel offices in the real world, and in the background you can see two other corporate buildings, and they're for Warner Brothers and GM, which I thought that was a fucking awesome Easter egg. I mean, props to Mattel for having the balls to let them like kind of be made fun of like that in that movie, because it's definitely like, I mean, it comes right at for fucking. Yo, we got Darby talking Barbie in the chat.
He's smoking on that Barbie.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
He's smoking on that. You know what? I wish
Speaking of which, I got the Darby. We watched the Barbie. But there's no Oppenheimer. We're still slipping on that Oppenheimer. We gotta fix that.
I should have gotten the Barbie mug at Walmart.
You really should have. Shouts out to Darby. Other stuff we watched. Drive, which you have to see the end of Drive.
Fell asleep.
After watching Barbie, I'm like, I'm gonna show you this other Ryan Gosling. Because by the way, Ryan Gosling
kills
in
it.
Barbie. That dude fucking. I mean, it's a little fucking ridiculous for me to be like the guy in it though. The dude in this movie about feminism. But he does almost steal the fucking movie. Let's be real. And Michael Cera, fucking is awesome. Sarah.
There's no I.
I like to say it like the desert.
C-E-R-A. Sarah.
Can I say it like the desert,
no,
please?
absolutely not, please, because every time you're like, Michael Cera, I'm like, who?
Saying it like a dad. Just really saying it like a dad.
The way my dad says Chipotle.
So we came home, and I'm like, I'm going to show you this other Ryan Gosling movie where he's pretty fucking tight. So I showed her Drive. She fell asleep during Drive, but she weren't feeling so good that day. It was the beginning of your sickness, I think.
I had a migraine for 3 days. And
I think Sunday was probably the beginning of it, because I don't think you were feeling great on Monday either.
All I did was sleep and hide and be grumpy. And then I went to work and I threw a temper tantrum because I couldn't write anything right and I wanted to punch a wall.
So you can't say a whole bunch about Drive because you didn't...
I kind of want to watch it all over. If you would be willing to do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Really good movie, though. Drive is a really fresh movie if you haven't seen it. So maybe we'll talk more about Drive when you actually see it. Jackass 3.5 we watched because I just got the Blu-ray of that in a used DVD order.
Scotty Dub just said, y'all want to know something crazy? So about 2 weeks before I heard of Humble, I tatted an alien head on my thigh. Second tattoo I've ever done. 2 weeks later, I somehow stumbled across y'all.
That's
kind of
fresh.
a tat to represent before the carnival brought me to y'all. I just thought I'd share that cool.
Thank you for sharing. That's really fucking cool because that's like that weird coincidence shit that I'm a fan of. I like that. That's fucking dope. So Jackass 3.5. I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm gonna get something real quick. I want to show off. So I put it in order for some used media. Oh, fine, and this will be a good way to segue into physical media. Dying! Physical media is really fucking dying, y'all. So I order used DVDs and CDs from this local music store that I don't want to tell y'all about on here because I don't want y'all to snipe some of these cool used items from their website. If you're a frequent Humble Among Broadcast System watcher, you can maybe figure out which website this is, but I got Jackass 3.5 in a package mainly so I could get this. So I don't know if y'all know what this is. This is Head PE's album Broke, which is the explicit version you can see there. On streaming, for some fucking reason, they have the clean version of this album. And it's really fucking difficult to find a copy of this fucking album on CD these days. It used to be not so difficult. This shit's fucking hard to find these days. I got that shit for $7 used at a music store that I'm not comfortable sharing the name of because I don't want y'all to snipe some of my shit that I'm trying to get. But god damn it, it's so fucking annoying when I go to listen to this album on streaming and it's fucking the censored. Because there's a song on here called Pacific Bell. Yeah. Pacific Bell, the Pac Bell, track 6, that's fucking worthless, censored. Go listen to Pac Bell on Spotify and tell me how frustrating that shit. And honestly, the track with track 3, Feel Good with Surge from System of a Down and fucking Morgan from Kitty on it as well. Also feels like it has the fucking balls cut off of it.
It's like at work, like I have like the non-explicit shit that plays. And for some reason, I have The Warning by Biggie, non-explicit.
Oh, yeah. That's a fun game, though, the weird non-explicit stuff she has.
And, like, because I just have, like, a bunch of random shit that you'll come up and you're like, why is this fucking censored? But it was, like, ridiculous because it was like, like, the whole fucking song. Because sometimes they, like, try to, like, mix it so it sounds like they, like...
I like it when they do the reverse. They just reverse the swear.
No, this is, like, they literally just cut out.
I guess I'll do this real quick. Oh, did I think I already opened that. Boy, I'm high already. Yeah.
I want to get high.
I'll do that.
So high.
So Off Ramp, that Juggalo movie that I keep telling y'all about, is released a press release. Basically, I think trying to just sell the movie to a distribution company. But basically talking about the premiere at the New Orleans Film Festival that's coming up. But yeah, looking like they're trying to sell that shit.
I was just going to ask, like, how the fuck are we going to watch this?
Here we go. International rights are available on the film, which will play in AMC and Regal Cinemas in the U.S. in October, following a deal with the producers. Okay, so that's going to be a way for us to see it early. Because AMC and Regal, hopefully they do a thing. AMC is kind of not really around here. I think there might be a Regal closer. Hopefully it's in that fucking, is that fucking cinema?
Isn't the one that we go to that's in the mall
Hadley.
in AMC?
Yeah, isn't that Hadley one in AMC?
Yeah.
Okay, we might get lucky then. It'll likely be played on that shit.
That would be cool, because they got bubble tea in that mall.
Okay, so that'll probably be the way we end up watching that.
I go get some bubble tea.
Oh yeah, let's get into other movie stuff. I had some other movie stuff to talk about. Oh wait. First, I want to bring this up. I had this later in my notes, but I think I talked about this before. But it's one of those things. It's like a Juggalo fact that I always forget about. This is the band Portugal The Man. Apparently, when they play Detroit, they often paint up.
That's cool.
Like Juggalos, because they are down apparently. Oh, and here's the. By the way, let me hold on a second. I'm talking about this. I saw this on Reddit and I wanted to shout out motherfucker on Reddit. Oh shit, where is it? Oh my god. I got all these look at all that Harlan shit. Oh my god, where is it? Did I put it at the top in my notes? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry about this. Oh, and I gotta still talk about that. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's not in here. It's gone. Did I fucking... Oh, man, it's gone. I don't know where the fuck it is. All right, well, I'm gonna keep going. My apologies. I saw this on Reddit, and I want to shout out the person who brought this to my attention. Before I go too far, I did want to talk about this physical media thing. Ingram Entertainment has announced that they're going to stop doing distribution of physical discs. They're going to stop that. Now, this is a big deal because Ingram is a very important and huge distributor of distribution network of physical media. The Ingram is the company that we used to buy all of the movies that we would rent at the video store from. This was the company that would send the giant boxes on Fridays with all of the stuff that comes out on Tuesdays, back when Tuesdays was your regular release day. This is how long ago I worked at a video store. So when I saw that story, I'm like, holy fuck, this shit is so... That's like death nail. That's death nail shit. They are so getting ready to say goodbye to physical media. And I'm a fucking fan of physical media, man. I love that shit. It's going to be sad to watch that shit slowly go.
What did I eat for lunch today?
Oh, they're asking the food questions?
I ate my because I had to work today. So I ate my leftover sandwich from Panera and some expired Kit Kat pudding that I pulled off the shelf today.
I ate a turkey sandwich for lunch. Yep.
Big shocker there, everybody. Shocker.
Eating turkey like at least once a day, it seems.
Oh, and then I had like shrimp fried rice when I got home from work. Expired Kit Kat pudding was good though. It was only a couple days. It's fine.
All right, let me get into the movie stuff. Fuck, that got me fucking high. I'm fucked up. Oh yeah, this is tonight. This wrestling event, First Wrestling, I think it is. Yeah, First Wrestling on Fight has this Saturday Night Nitro thing that they're doing. And Effie and Allie Katch are wrestling the Brothers of Funstruction.
Wow.
Obviously, Violent J not there to manage them, but this is a weird
TBH
clashing of the worlds here.
TBH, I love that.
Oh, thank you, Heartbreaker. You have Heartbreaker.
Hey,
a heart real quick.
Going on a date.
Going on a date this Tuesday. Let's go. Hey, Heartbreaker getting out there to break some hearts. Are you living up to your fucking name now, mate?
Don't break her heart, dog.
Yeah, don't break her heart. Be a good boy, Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker seems like a nice kid, though. So.
Yeah, facts.
Oh,
hello, Patra and Chris. Pop-Tart.
What's up, everybody? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, by the way. I really appreciate seeing that chat pop the way it pops.
Hello, Sam.
This is what I forgot to watch. We're going to have to watch the trailer for this after we get off. I haven't watched the trailer, but I saw that they shared the poster finally for Thanksgiving, coming out this Thanksgiving in November. I don't think I have the fucking date. Do I have the date? November 17th it is coming out. A little teaser trailer has been released. Not the one from Grindhouse, a different one. Apparently from the actual footage that they shot this year. Very excited that this is actually happening. Eli Roth, if you guys don't know, did a trailer for Grindhouse fucking 15 years ago for this movie, and he's finally fucking doing it. Really fucking cool.
So is this gonna be like a
We're gonna talk about that in a second.
like a scary ghost?
Kind of funny. It's gonna be kind of funny slasher movie.
Pilgrim murderers.
I'll show you the.
Do it take place in Pilgrim times?
No.
Okay.
I think it's gonna take place in the 60s, 70s if they go by the original aesthetic of the first trailer. I'll show you the original trailer that they did in Grindhouse, and then I'll show you. We'll watch that new one tonight.
Okay.
I really should stop smoking this damn joint, this damn blunt, this junt.
I keep smoking this motherfucker.
Okay, what I just showed you guys, I'm going to talk about here in a second. This is a human skull.
Laszlo, I will gladly answer any questions about food anytime.
Oh, yeah. I like the questions in the chat, by the way. You don't have to super chat to get a question off or anything. We do appreciate the super chats and shit, but we just read the chat the way it be, you know what I mean?
Y'all could just keep super chatting if you want to see
me
you with a BBL.
Yeah,
soon.
if you want to super chat, that shit definitely helps.
Y'all want to see me with a BBL bouncing on them.
We try to read the chat, super chat or no.
Posting like Cardi B videos.
All right, let me get this story open.
Super cats.
So this is a human skull. Let me show you guys the skull again. That was found at Goodwill in the donation box. Obviously, like a piece of art, but this is some Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit. Picture provided by Goodyear Police. The
Goodwill Police?
No, the Goodyear. It says Goodyear Police. It must be the town in Arizona that this was discovered in. What's up, Steve-O? We got Steve-O on my lap. An unknown donor decided to clean out the skeletons, or at least a portion of a skeleton. It looks like art, right? It looks like it's attached to that thing, or is it just sitting on that thing?
Nick Bizarre, I'll see you there, BB.
Goodwill staff followed company protocol by immediately reporting the donation to Goodyear Police. That'd be cool if there was Goodwill Police, huh?
Nick Bizarre wants his body donated to Goodwill.
To Goodwill?
He does, and I'm with him. I want to do it too.
Full body just throw into the donation bin.
Literally. Maggots and all.
Skull has no forensic significance, meaning there appears to be no associated crime.
Wakanda wants to be pickled.
I wonder if they're gonna. The investigation was still ongoing. Okay, so no word on whose skull this is, but what a weird story. How do you end up having your head in the donation bin?
Imagine it's Jimmy Hoffa.
I feel like it's probably dug up, like it's probably stolen from a grave, unfortunately, and someone like made art with it, because that's obviously a fake eye. I mean, someone was playing around with this skull. Let's talk about the ocean. Do you have anything else to say about the skull first?
I was just gonna say, like, my dad found bones one time.
Found bones?
Well, yeah, my dad's a geologist.
Okay.
And he was digging.
And he was digging up bones.
And he found Native American bones, and he brought them.
Did he get cursed?
No, he brought them to the reservation, and they invited him to be part of their family. And now me and my dad are in a Native American family.
I thought this was going to turn into a Stephen King movie.
It's like all good because they appreciated him bringing the bones back to be with their family. And so they invited us, and now I got like Native American aunts and uncles and shit. I've been to powwows and shit. It's pretty fun.
That's crazy.
Shark bait. Hoo ha ha.
Okay, let's talk about the sea hamster wheel.
Are we going to Halloween this year? We's gonna try.
We hope, man. I don't know. Realistically, it might be difficult. I hope. Okay, so this is like a sea hamster wheel, as you can see. This is a Florida man named Reza Baluchi. Is that how you say this name? Baluchi? Baluchi? It's not Belushi like John Belushi.
Reza, so what is he, like, Persian?
Who, Belushi?
Reza? Well, it's a Reza. So that's how I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce the last name.
Anyway, he was arrested after trying to cross the Atlantic in this homemade hamster wheel that you see on the screen right now.
That's lit.
Apparently he was gonna fucking shoot himself.
Oh, that's not lit. Never mind. I take it back.
Now, this isn't like a one-time thing. I saw stories going back to like I think 2016 about this guy and his sea hamster wheel. He's been doing a couple of little antics on the sea with his hamster wheel.
Hell yeah, Scotty, send that shit over.
Do you think it would be fun to be in this thing or annoying?
So I've been in like the clear hamster balls that like go on water. And as a claustrophobic individual that doesn't like to run and is kind of clumsy, it was horrible. So I can imagine that would be terrifying to me.
It feels like this would be difficult. I mean, is he like running to get... I mean, I want to see this in action. Kinda.
Yeah, imagine hitting a massive wave in that thing.
I mean, yeah, you're getting tossed around. And is it open on the sides? It kind of looks like fucking straight up just open on the sides.
It looks like BAM paid MTV to build that for Jackass.
Yeah, we got a little BAM thing to talk about. There's not much because the whole interview hasn't dropped, and I refuse to watch these clips. But
oh my god, look at it,
Steve-O. Oh, is that the tattoo?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
Imagine hitting a shark. Nah.
The BAM shit though from this week is Steve-O was on No Jumper apparently, and
talk about a wet dream.
He had Adam on his podcast as well, but Steve-O was on the No Jumper podcast talking about BAM, and I refuse to watch the clips. I'm waiting for the full interview to drop. But
to be honest, I feel like I would want to fucking... Listening to those two have a conversation might make me want to bang my head.
Oh my
on
god!
The fucking wall.
Well, there's two podcasts coming from these fuckers. One on Steve-O's and one on Adam's.
Like, oh my god! Like I've said this a million times. I love Steve-O. I have a really hard time watching his podcast.
His voice gets really grating sometimes. I mean, he can't help it. It's kind of just gonna get worse with age. But yeah,
he has the same thing that Miley Cyrus has. I forgot what it's called, but there's like a word for it. But it's like. And, like, Adam just kind of annoys me.
But, yeah, I guess Steve-O was talking also recently about how BAM relapsed after that tour thing, which I'm kind of like, yeah, no shit. We were calling that over here for sure.
Facts.
Chris Chan, a little Chris Chan news for you guys. Chris Chan's charges were dropped altogether, and they have been spotted back at Barb's house, his mom's house, their mom's house, my apologies. Trying to be respectful of the pronouns thing with Chris. Apparently, Chris is sending DMs on Twitter, is active on Twitter, at least in the DM capacity, and teasing an online return. So the saga of Chris Chan will continue very soon, it seems. California lawmakers approved a bill that could lead to the decriminalization of psychedelics, at least mushrooms in California. What states are next? When can we decriminalize LSD and legalize all drugs? I want to show you guys this Loch Ness footage. Last time we were talking about Loch Ness Monster, and I showed you guys what looked like a wet trash bag around a tire. I'll show you guys. I referenced in that, though, this drone footage.
Bridget just has some shroomies.
What's that?
Bridget just has some shroomies.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Oh, shit. Everyone at my table is now afraid that Emily is going to shit in their mouth. Watch out, everybody, because I'm going to fucking take a dump in your mouth.
Is that like
Emily the
an
pirate.
RPG thing? Yeah, I was going to say.
Pirate priestess. And her shit is hot pink.
I'm going to watch this whack-ass fucking ad first. Irish Star. All right, check this out. See it? You see it?
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Amber showed me this video today.
Oh, really?
The other day at work, yeah.
Now, for me, I feel like that's pretty good Loch Ness footage. Oh. Get out of here, you stupid thing. It's pretty good. If that's a fake, that's a pretty good fake.
Yeah.
What do you think? No?
I think, yeah.
You think all this shit's fake that I show you, huh?
100%. Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time, yeah. I mean, even the UFO stuff, you're a little fucking... I mean, you're pretty big skeptical on, right?
This is my thing, is like, I know that it happens. You know what I mean? And I'm not denying the existence of things. What I don't trust is people. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't trust people that say.
And I agree with you because there's lots. I mean, even like with Loch Ness, like we talked last time, that famous photo that everyone knows of Loch Ness is a fake. It's like a confirmed hoax.
Yeah.
A lot of people think the Bigfoot video, the Patterson-Gimlin footage, is faked because there's some guy who said he wore an ape costume. But here's the thing about that: it gets even more complicated. It could be the person's lying about being the fake. You know what I mean? And that maybe it gets. I don't know. But then at that point, you sound crazy because I'm trying so hard for it to be real. But I do think the Patterson-Gimlin footage is real Bigfoot footage. What I don't think is real is that Trump said in an interview this week that he was debriefed on UFOs while in office. He said he talked to some Air Force people while in office. I saw the clip of the interview, and it does really feel like Trump bullshit. Because it just feels like one of those things he kind of made up on the spot to make himself
sound. Oh, yes, I definitely talked
to him. Totally. Yeah, they talked to me about it. Like one of those type of Trump things where he's just adding shit on. What I haven't seen the full clip of is Aaron Rodgers, Jets quarterback, saying that he saw a UFO apparently being chased. Now, Aaron apparently lived next to I think it was a nuclear power plant that he saw this UFO over, and it was chased by, ironically, a couple of jets. He's a quarterback for the Jets. He was chased by some jets. You see what I did there? It's pretty funny, right?
God.
Dad jokes up in here, bitch. I gotta actually watch the clip about of Aaron talking about this story. It does seem like an interesting UFO story that I do believe a little bit more on the surface because of the nuclear connection of UFOs, their clear interest in nukes. You don't believe any of this. I can tell she really just puts up with this UFO shit. Anytime I want to watch a UFO documentary or something, she's like, okay, and gets right on the phone.
Yeah.
Breaks out that Candy Crush.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, she's not feeling
like
the UFO
Fashion
topic.
Nova, not just Candy Crush.
There's other apps, other games. There's this game called Fashion Nova I like to play where I add stuff to my cart. Reddit post. Okay, I want to talk about this Reddit post I saw. I'm not going to share any of the images because it's hundreds of pages long. But I got fascinated with this rabbit hole of this 4chan motherfucker that was posted about on Reddit. This guy went on 4chan a couple of months back, and he was answering questions claiming to be someone who used to work for one of these deep intel military places that investigates UFOs. He claims it was very compartmentalized. He worked 2 years. He says he has no knowledge of the last 2 years, but he worked for some time doing this. And his story was really fascinating. I want to share a couple of details about that real quick. He said that these UFOs are manufactured in the water, in the Atlantic Ocean, that they have a mothership of some kind that's a main manufacturing facility, and that every UFO is made to spec and made specifically for a specific purpose. He described it as being like there's only enough space on the actual UFO for whatever needs to be on the mission, and that largely they're drones these days. They're not manned as much. That if one crashes, they seemingly don't give a fuck about it. They just leave it. That they get really mad at the reference of war. Apparently, and according to, and now this is one of those things you have to take wildly with a grain of salt because it's just some dude on fucking 4chan posting about all of this.
Right.
But I don't know. It seemed not that I believe it's real, but for the entertainment purpose of it, I really had a fucking blast going down this rabbit hole. Yeah, they seemed like they got really mad at war, any reference of war at all, which was one of the more fascinating things to me about it. They didn't attack civilians or disable anything civilian, but they would disable military vehicles if they tried to approach. Yeah. Something else I need to look. We're gonna move off the UFO topic because I know you really do not care about the UFO shit. Did you see the stuff about Jimmy Fallon this week?
No.
All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about this. LHRPG just gifted 5 Humble Among memberships, alienated memberships, one to Papa, one to Chris Watala, 1 to Scott J, 1 to Nick Bazar, and 1 to Jesse Cronin. Y'all just became members of the Alienated. Thank you, LHRPG, for gifting those memberships. Y'all can now use the fun emojis. You can go watch my vasectomy vlog. You can go watch the Juggalo Ohio vlog.
No one will ever experience the vasectomy vlog the way
she experienced it.
Experience the vasectomy vlog. I wish I could
row
do that
ticket.
shit again, bro.
Not even I experienced it because I shut my fucking eyes for that shit.
I had so much fun.
We should have just filmed that damn shit.
Dude, I wanted to
it.
ask the doctor, like, can I get closer?
We should have just done
get
it.
up in that?
My worry was the having the doctors on the fucking camera, but I never ended up releasing it for the public anyway.
It would have been on your fucking crotch.
It wouldn't have fucking mattered.
There.
It wouldn't have fucking mattered. Anyway, Jimmy Fallon. We're gonna talk a couple of celebrities who are problematic type beat.
No, not Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon had this Rolling Stone article come out about him. Apparently, kind of on some Ellen shit, being very toxic behind the scenes.
Oh, I can see that. I can totally see that.
There's been rumors of Jimmy having a lot of alcohol problems for some years now.
Ooh.
This Rolling Stone article is pretty juicy, apparently. I haven't gotten a chance to really read it. I've only seen some of the talking points that have come out about this article. Bad research. I did bad research on this one. Bad. But yeah, Jimmy's getting a lot of heat from this shit. I'm not a big Jimmy Fallon fan.
Annoys
He always
the living shit out of me.
Exactly.
Like,
so phony.
Fucking annoying.
So phony with that fucking laugh, man. Let's talk some other weird, gross celebrities,
see him being
though.
Fucking a dick like that, like Ellen.
I know, he really does feel like an Ellen type too, man. They even have the same haircut. Danny Masterson was sentenced to 30 years to life on Tuesday after being convicted of graping 2 women.
It could have been fucking.
One of them, by the way,
Why him?
did you know one of them's like a member of the Mars Volta's wife? Or some weird shit like that.
Weird.
Yeah, I was seeing
what
that on Reddit.
3 counts? 2 counts?
2 counts that he 2 counts of 15 years he has to serve consecutively, I think is the term, where one after the other, basically.
Right. Not concurrent.
Yeah, I think it's consecutively. I think I didn't botch that.
No, yes.
A couple of weird things to come out about this. He blew a kiss to his wife, Bijou Phillips, after the verdict was read in the courtroom.
Is she not divorcing him?
I guess they're still together. And she kind of has been defending him. Who really came out to defend him, though, I'm not going to read this fucking letter, but I encourage you to go and look this letter up. Ashton Kutcher wrote a letter to the judge defending Danny and saying he's a really good guy, he's worked with a lot, and is a hard worker, and he should really consider going light on him or going lenient on him. Fuck Danny Masterson. Talking about late night clips, go look up Conan O'Brien and Danny Masterson. Such a weird fucking coincidental clip. I don't think Conan knew anything, but Conan says something at the end of a Danny Masterson interview that, like, we know about you, we know what you're doing, and you're going to be caught soon. I've played you that clip before. It's fucking weird. Go look that shit up, too.
Wait, what happened with Ashton and Mila? Are they splitting up?
Oh, are they? Well, I don't know. Did they split up? Bridget said it's sad about Ashton and Mila. I don't know. Yeah, boy, better not drop that soap. That's what we were talking about. How he's a celebrity and he's gonna be in there for Grape. That motherfucker is gonna be on some, like, they're gonna have him in lockdown.
Even Mila defended him too.
Wow. Oh man.
That makes me fucking sad.
I didn't see the Mila thing.
That
Thank you,
makes me
Bridget.
fucking
Jesus Christ.
sad.
Fuck.
Wow, that really hurts my heart.
Yeah. That's about the end of the Danny Masterson shit. It's kind of a bummer of a fucking topic, honestly. Talked about Steve-O, talking about Bam relapsing days after being on tour with him. BG from Cash Money Records was released from prison after serving 11 years of a 14-year sentence. Baby went to pick him up, and immediately signed him to a fucking record deal.
Mila
apparently,
also wrote a letter. Apparently.
Oh, I haven't seen the Mila letter.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we were on this great TV show together for like years, and he's just like really cool. Like, come on, guys, come on.
I think that's all for. I didn't have much more other rap shit this week. Let's talk about some new music shit. This is a band called Wargasm. They have a song with Fred Durst. I played this in the car the other day. That was the song that I played
fucking lit
when we first got in the car.
It was lit.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little more Fred Durst stuff when I get into this Shaggy Show notes from Tuesday. There was a really interesting revelation, official revelation, that we've talked about a few times on here with the Fred Durst incident that we're going to go into a little bit here. So put your nerd caps on. Diamonds, the album with Lil Peep and I Love McConan, was finally fucking released 6 years after being created. Yeah. Beautiful piece of art. I'm really glad that they released it, though it feels very raw. This feels like an album.
Too,
it's long. It's 20 tracks.
Yeah, I liked it. It was
we
good.
Still haven't finished the last track, by the way, which is a 14-minute long jam session on a piano.
That's lit.
Just them fucking screwing around. Really good album, though. It feels like a first draft of an album, though, I will say. It's obviously an album that they maybe had a couple of sessions on, and you could tell they must have been just creatively vibing really well, because the songs that are on there, like you could, it's just one of those things I could tell they must have been vibing well, and those songs were probably really coming out fast.
My favorite, and this is so corny and silly, but I love that there's a song on here called I Sell Cocaine.
Yeah, and this is such a fucking
because
funny
McConan has
single,
that song.
I don't sell Molly.
I don't sell Molly no more. And so in my
he clearly
brain,
stopped selling Molly and started selling Coke.
Like,
you blow up, that's what you do. You stop selling Molly and you start selling Coke. That's what happens when you blow up.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to this song. Y'all were like throwing a lot of soup on you last week. And I don't think, did this even come out? I was looking for this on Spotify. I think it was supposed to come out yesterday. Did this shit even come out? Am I missing something? Did this get pushed back? Taffy, you were souping it up. What happened?
If any of y'all
I was looking on streaming.
To Little Taffy's YouTube, do it.
Well, anyway, Carnival Soup, I don't know if it's out. I don't think it's out. Still coming soon. I believe Gloom Unit, by the way. They decided to wait on the soup. I see. No, I don't think. Oh, so they wait, and okay, they pulled that release date. They definitely said that it was going to be on the 8th when it first was being promoted. So the soup is still coming. Y'all going to be dumping soup on your heads and shit for a couple of months still. By the way, Gloom Unit.
Suppenheimer.
Gloom Unit seems to be Frankie Goldie and Acetone doing a group together.
Oh, cool.
Frankie was in here talking. Oh, by the way, Frankie's fish fry did get updated this week, I believe. I think I saw Frankie say that got updated. Go check out that playlist over on Spotify. Frankie's fish fry, one of the better Juggalo related.
The soup is still cooking.
The soup is still cooking. Okay. Maybe they're going to make that an official Gloom Unit single. I bet you that's what's going on. Strife has a new song, My Gusty Circulation.
Shit's lit.
We just bumped that. I just played that for Emily right before we got on. Strife going hard, really like an angry energy song.
Shit's lit.
That fucking really
that
good.
Image highly.
I know, angry Strife.
Him. That highly represents
on this track.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, shouts out to Strife though. I fucking love that dude. And this go fucking play this song if you are looking for something different Juggalo related, because this motherfucker is like, to me, really leading the pack on some of this fucking different shit. Okay, this is going on tonight, y'all. If you're in London looking for something to do, I don't know what's the time change. I guess this shit might be already popping, already has popped off, perhaps.
Let's see.
London Juggalos, though, if this stuff is still happening, make sure you fucking you go out to this. You get a free EP from Umo.
It's 2:35 a.m.
All right, so this shit's probably wrapping up. This shit's probably wrapping up.
Yeah.
What's up, Strife? Love you too, homie.
Oh, we love you, Strife.
So that shit's probably wrapping up over there. This looked like a pretty dope. By the way, that venue, Off the Cuff London, looked like a fucking like a bomb shelter or something. I saw a picture of them like sound checking. That shit looked like a bomb shelter. Shaggy the Airhead teasing some new merch, saying that he's gonna kind of change up the way he's been doing some of the merch lately, teasing hopefully a girls drop with this.
I've been told through the grapevine that we was getting some girl clothes.
Yeah, there was a tease of some girl clothes.
I want some girl clothes.
Here's some images though.
I gotta order my big bitch shit from
this
Ouija.
tracksuit looks pimp as fuck.
Yeah, it does.
That shit looks pimp. These acid wash shirts got me curious as fuck.
Oh shit.
A little hat action, and then there's
That's
this.
dope as fuck.
This is a separate post there. He was teasing a Friday the 13th drop.
That's sick too.
October has a Friday the 13th in it, so I don't know if that's a drop for next month. By the way, I think Shaggy is on some of the dates of Quest of the Ultimate Groove. I think that, by the way, both of those tours have kicked off. Jay's Three-Headed Monster tour with Esham and Ouija and fucking Quest for the Ultimate Groove. Second legs of both have kicked off. We're going to get in that in a little bit. Old Dinner Roll version 2. Devereaux has a version 2 of the Dinner Roll
Is that
shirt.
a Crash Bandicoot?
Fully
my fucking
a gangstered out Crash Bandicoot theme.
bro, I need that.
You need to hit up Devereaux. We need to hit up Devereaux and secure one because he's taking pre-orders now, I believe, on
Let me just
on
tell
the new
you,
Dinner Roll.
I don't like video games.
I don't
that
think
much.
we missed an opportunity to get one.
I don't play video games that much to this day. Like, I grew up, everyone in my family loves video games.
You gotta get this shirt.
I had PS1 and I beat the fuck out of Crash Bandicoot, okay? That is the only video game I have ever beat, ever.
I told you they remastered that shit, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
God, I need that shit.
Darby got the Creek out. We gotta show love to Darby every fucking stream for the Creek. We gotta show love to Hex's new album, Tales of a Cursed G.
This is my shit. This is my shit.
By the way, I saw someone on Reddit bring up that there's the Necro sample for Get Your Fucking Head Split that's on this album. I don't think I talked about that shit on here. I need to revisit that shit to remind myself which track it is that has that fucking sample on it. Anyway, Coronella's the next Ouija Mag project with Triz. Here's if you guys missed last time, we played 3 songs that Ouija played on a Facebook live stream. I believe those were Smoke Dope, International, and what was the other one?
Michelle said she still plays PlayStation 1.
Fuck, I forget what the other one was.
That's wild. How is that thing even still working?
There was another one we played too. They might play it with what do you call it? Emulators and shit. Or you can have you might actually play the real shit. Oh, it's Michelle? Yeah, Michelle playing that real shit. Michelle's still playing the real PlayStation 1 for sure.
Dog, my PlayStation's just stopped working. It just stopped.
Yeah. Do you have like the OG PlayStation, or is it like the PlayStation 1, like ONE, like that they put out, the slightly slimmer boy?
Oh, like the Xbox One?
Yeah, well, they put out, like, it's basically a PlayStation 1, but it was like after the PlayStation 2 was already out, they were selling like a new version. It's like the slim Super Nintendo and shit.
Yeah. I had that big boxy gray boy.
Juggalo Ohio 2 still coming in January. We need to get our fucking tickets.
Yeah, get on that.
Revelations tour coming right after Ouija finishes the Three-Headed Monster tour. This motherfucker going on the Revelations tour with Darby O'Trill.
She's playing Parasite Eve Old Original.
Oh, Parasite Eve is the shit. That's a dope fucking horror game back in the day. I remember my homie's older brother playing that shit and watching that. That's a dope old game. Shouts out to Parasite. Shouts out to this old video game. Does that shit hold up at all? Parasite Eve, does that hold up at all? I wonder. I think they remade that shit. Anyway. Blue Ridge Rock Fest got canceled. Let's get into this a little bit.
Sucks.
Blue Ridge Rock Fest canceled, at least for today's day and tomorrow. Tyler over on Instagram said that he's currently stuck there and that they had them waiting in the mud for hours.
Yeah, my friend was stuck in her car.
Yeah, this is a bit of a shit show. Also,
and all her stuff got destroyed.
Weirdly kind of reminiscent of what happened at Burning Man this past week as well. Burning Man was going on last weekend, and a lot of people got stranded out there because it rained in the desert. So that screwed everybody up.
Would I go to Burning Man? Fuck yeah, Laszlo. I would go to fucking Burning Man in a heartbeat. I would go to Burning Man.
So ICP was playing tonight at this club experience thing. It did seem like, obviously, they didn't even get a chance to do it. I think they might have gotten word to get the fuck out of there soon.
Electric Zoo got fucked up, too, Tori just said.
Man, all these fests getting rained out and shit.
I swear to fucking God.
I'm gonna show you guys a little
Dinos,
clip.
you better bless me. I've been to a rainy Lost Lands, though, so.
Show you guys this real quick. This is the bus at what I assume is Blue Ridge. That's from Ouija's Insta, though. So it doesn't look horrible right there, but a lot of people on the ground not having a good time at this fucking place.
Wait, not with weather? Then what happened?
What is it? I assumed it was with the weather.
Then what happened with Electric Zoo?
Oh, with Tori and the Electric Zoo thing. Oh, my bad. All right, let's talk Blue Ridge, though. This was, this was probably about 7 hours ago now. Addressing the events that were currently going on. Attention Blue Ridge fans. Following a thorough assessment of this weekend's continued severe weather, with more forecasted, we have made the painful decision to cancel today's programming in the interest of your safety. Please be safe and take care of one another. All officials, agencies, and festival personnel will continue to monitor and work on this situation. We will have an update on tomorrow's programming by 5 p.m. today.
Holy fuck.
So at 5 p.m., they came with this shit. Let me get a bigger version to read for y'all. Dear Blue Ridge fans, with heavy hearts due to this weekend's continued severe weather, we must announce the cancellation of the final days of Blue Ridge Rock Festival. Your safety and well-being are our foremost concerns. We understand the disappointment this brings, and we share immensely in your sadness. Please know that this decision was made with the utmost consideration for everyone involved, and our focus now is on supporting those of you still on site. We are working diligently to provide refund details, and we'll share that information early this week when business reopens. In the meantime, we encourage you to stay safe and take care of each other. This has been an agonizing turn of events for what was to be such a special weekend. There will be much more. I'm assuming they meant much more. There will be much that we will unveil over the next few days. Rest assured, we will take care of you despite these difficult circumstances. Thank you for everything. With heartfelt gratitude, Blue Ridge Rock Festival. So that fucking sucks, man. Imagine you went to this fucking thing and it got rained the fuck out. Like Tyler. Shouts out to Tyler. You got that shit fucking rained the fuck out, man. Spending the money and the vacation time from your work and shit, and now you're all wet and soaking and trying to get the fuck out of there. That sucks.
Well, Electric Zoo.
What happened at Electric? I assume you were just looking that up.
Fire Festival 2.
They're calling it Fire Fest?
Fire Festival 2.0 EDM Festival. Thank God people live. They oversold the venue by 7,000. This is the 14th Electric Zoo. So it shouldn't be like this. But I guess they oversold by 7,000 tickets. And the gates got rushed by like 1,500 people.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's some Woodstock shit. Okay. The float went down last weekend. We'll talk about the float when I get into this Shaggy Show stuff, because Shaggy talks enough about that in my recap where I can cover some of that. Shouts out to Cheese House. I know Cheese was at the float. Or Death Destroyer. I guess I should call Cheese Death Destroyer now.
Facts,
fuck it, I'm still calling you Cheese for now. Let's see. But yeah, both tours are on the road as of now. I think let's just keep going. I forgot we're doing Blue Ridge, some more Blue Ridge stuff real quick. If y'all were curious about some of the acts that were performing today and tomorrow that is being canceled, if you were trying to go to this and you were wondering what the shit you're gonna miss is, what we got? Who is that?
Mimi.
Come on up here.
Come here, Mimi. Come here, Memes.
We kind of did this off stream earlier, so we're not gonna have the same kind of excitement because we were talking about the bands that we were excited for.
I mean, Amir, Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, The Used.
Tala's on this bitch. That's pretty fresh.
Chevelle.
Biscuit,
Don't
obviously.
make fun of me.
Biscuit would obviously be the thing I would be the most bummed about missing this day.
Ave.
Yeah. Pretty stale. Riot Fest is the next thing the clowns will be performing at, though. Other than their solo tours, their separate solo tours. Do you think that artists at Blue Ridge that didn't play still get paid?
Yes.
So the ICP still collected a bag for this, even though
Yes.
they didn't get paid, they didn't play.
100%.
So that's just weird. They just pulled up and now they have to just go back on their separate tours. Well, I once again, I know I do this a lot. I have to ask the question, why are they touring separately, though? I just don't understand it. I know they each have their own projects, but this whole year off thing it's just so weird to me. I hope that year off is over pretty soon. The next ICP performance will be at Riot Fest next weekend? Is that next? Yeah, it is next weekend. They're performing, what day was it? Saturday. They're performing on Saturday the 16th. Shaggy Two Dope Tour has kicked off. I did get a little Reddit thing where I saw Shaggy lost power or the DJ botched it or something on the tour from last night, the date from last night. Where the fuck were they? Let me look that up real quick. I just had it up. Oh, let me pull that up so I can actually see it, though. So, yeah, in Cincinnati, I don't know if anyone was in Cincinnati last night. Apparently, old Two Dope, the DJ botched it, and Shaggy finished that shit a cappella. The second half of the set, he did it straight up a cappella. And apparently had people fucking moshing to just some fucking a cappella shit. That's fucking cool as hell. Just wanted to shout out Shaggy Two Dope for killing that shit. Even a cappella. Speaking of Shaggy Two Dope, let's go into... Oh, there it is. Funky Butt Fumbling. That's the name of the motherfucker on Reddit who posted about Portugal the Man. Shouts out to Funky Butt Fumbling.
Stop it.
How could I forget your name? Fuck. All right, fuck that piece of news. We're going to keep going past that. I was going to talk some shit, but... I never do good talking shit anyway, so let's just not even talk that shit. Shaggy Show on Tuesday. This is maybe the last Shaggy Show for some time, it seems. We're going to talk about that in here real quick, but I'm going to break this down. Manny was late for this episode, and the lovely Renee sat in the Manny seat briefly. It was cool as fuck to have Renee on camera. Renee is funny as shit. She sits in for most of this show, and that brings some interesting little pieces of information out because Renee was sitting in on the show. There's an argument right out the gate over how easy it is to stream on tour. Shaggy really does not seem to want to stream on tour at all. And it seems the next stream for the Shaggy Show will be October 10th on a Tuesday. So that's almost that's straight up like 2 months.
Yeah.
Or not 2 months. That's straight up a whole month taking off of streaming. They talk about the float a little bit, said he had a fun time and it was relaxing. They said the turnout was about twice as big. I almost just kicked over my water. Turnout was about twice as big as last year. He performed another day with Hex. They've teased some vlog shit coming out. I guess a trailer's out for that new vlog. Says he is going to shoot and release a video for Clown Boy soon. Let's see. They talk about Shaggy surfing on a raft at the float. I guess someone put a raft up on the stage and he got up on that shit and he rapped some songs while rapping on the raft, like Whitney Payton style. Let's see. Shaggy and Renee talking about Shaggy's nuts hanging out consistently. Talking about that one chip challenge shit from last Thursday, and afterwards Shaggy said he graffitied the toilet with his poo-poo. Brutalis straight up looked like I told this to you, and I think I said it in the chat. Brutalis on that stream from last Thursday or Tuesday, 2 Thursdays ago, when they tried the one chip challenge, Brutalis did that shit too. Dude looked like he was going through a serious psychedelic experience, like a life-changing psychedelic experience. He looked concerned. Like, I got to finish watching that stream because I tuned out when they were like 15 minutes after eating that shit and he had left. I need to finish watching that shit. So here's what happened to Manny, though. Manny's got the best story of all of them. After eating the chip, Manny didn't listen to the advice of washing his hands. So listen to this story.
No.
This is great. So he pulled over to use the gas station on his way home because he had to pee-pee. And he went to go pee-pee. And he pulled up what?
You said he pulled over to use the gas station.
Use the gas station bathroom, my bad. He did use the gas station as a bathroom. He pee-peed in the gas station bathroom. But he went to go adjust his balls, as one might do when you're pee-peeing in a gas station bathroom, with the tainted hand. The spicy hand. And he did not know this at the time. He went and he finished his business. He gets back in the truck. He's driving back home. And he feels a burning sensation down there. He said it got worse and worse as he continued driving. And he even peed a little bit on himself to try to cool it off. Props to Manny for being that honest, man. Holy shit. So they're talking a little bit more, and Shaggy starts talking about the Fred Durst incident a little bit. This was interesting shit. So he does confirm that he fell off the wagon that day when the day he kicked Fred, or tried to drop kick Fred. He fell off the wagon that day and did start drinking for whatever reason that day at that festival in Canada. And him and Renee being really open and honest about falling off the wagon in this episode. Renee calls it falling off the wagon after years of sobriety even. Excuse me. Shaggy said he got choked out by the security after that shit. And that DJ Lethal was big mad at him, really mad. And Shaggy apologized afterwards, obviously. They ate pizza on the stream for a little bit. They watched some hardcore LARPing videos, which is, it's not the proper term. That's what I called it. Dudes in metal night outfits beating the shit out of each other with swords and axes and shit. Like, seemingly full on trying to hurt each other with full armor on. They were talking about doing this at the Gathering as an event.
No.
I don't think that's a good fucking idea. That sounds like a liability fucking nightmare.
No. Yeah.
I don't think you guys should fucking do that at the Gathering. They talk about Burning Man getting flooded out a little bit, which we just talked about a second ago. Manny says he'd never heard of Burning Man or Coachella. Says he's never heard of them.
I can understand Coachella.
See, I can understand Burning Man, but not Coachella. Like, I can understand him not having heard of Burning Man, but Coachella is like such a big one.
The only reason why I say I feel like he could have heard of Burning Man was because like a lot more old heads go to Burning Man versus Coachella. And that's the only reason why I thought that, but
this is fucking fascinating. So on the way to the float, Shaggy saw a half and half Dollar General Dollar Tree. Like, I'm at the Dollar Tree. I'm at the Dollar General. I'm at the combination Dollar Tree and Dollar General.
The only reason why that's weird, because there's a million...
Owned by a different company, right?
Yeah, there's $1 million Family Dollar Tree half and halves because they're the same company.
Do you think he botched it?
Yes.
You think he botched
100%.
it then?
100%. So this bitch right here used to work for both of those companies.
Oh, so he probably did botch that.
Because I worked at the Dollar General warehouse and I worked at the Family Dollar warehouse. Family Dollar and Dollar Tree are one company. Dollar General is a separate company. And there are a lot of Family Dollar Trees. So
he saw that. He definitely saw that.
Yeah. He botched it. Because where there is a fucking Dollar General close by, there's a Family Dollar.
Yeah. Manny said he's going to start doing gun stuff on YouTube, and that's about the end of the stream. That was about all I caught on there. All right, let's, I think I'm going to start wrapping this up. We're only an hour 19 in. I'm being remarkably quick tonight with going through my notes. I don't have a shitload of notes like I usually do. but I'm about to go through a lot of shit here. Let's get through the last couple of these images, and I'll start talking about Harlan. He's the second leg of the Three-Headed Monster tour. Also has kicked off. Or is it technically kick off tomorrow? No, it was. They had a date last night. Let me look at the bigger version of that real quick. Oh, they kicked it off on the 7th.
Bridget is entered into Face of Horror. If y'all could vote for me, her, that would be dope. Everybody go vote for Bridget, or I'll come to your house and I'll beat your ass.
I don't know if you can drop the link in the chat, because sometimes it doesn't let people drop it in the chat. But feel free to drop it in the comments, or even send that shit to me, Bridget. I'll share that shit out for you. Vote for Bridget. So the Three-Headed Monster tour is coming to Boston September 11th. That's Monday. I don't know if there's any way we can swing that. Shaggy 2 Dope is coming to Worcester on Wednesday, the 13th. I really was going to try to go to that show, but I don't know if we can swing that. Do you work Wednesday? You do. You probably do, right?
I do, but I can probably switch my Wednesday for Friday.
Because realistically, Worcester's probably easier for us to do than Boston.
Yeah, because I'm not working. Yeah, I'm not working Friday, but I can switch my Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to try to go to both of these shows, because I'm always talking shit on here about and there's no shit that comes to the East Coast. Finally, the clowns come to the East Coast, but separately for some fucking reason. In the same week, even. It's so bizarre. They're touring at the same time, but separately. It's just so weird to me. All right. Let's continue on the way. Hallowicked, by the way. We talked about that a little bit. Hopefully we can attend Hallowicked. I'm sure there's going to be a very special show planned for this year. They haven't really dropped a lot of details, though, about whatever they're planning for this 30th anniversary show. For Hallowicked. They did kind of leak that there would be wrestling at this show, because Jay said something about Brothers of Funstruction wrestling with the belts there. So there definitely will be JCW action there, but what else will be there? Who knows? Okay.
That image is so silly.
I'm going to talk about Harland. This is Slap Happy Harland. His Juggalo name. Jay gave him his Juggalo name of Slap Happy Harland. I'm going to go through this shit with Harland. So this is a really silly podcast. I took a lot of notes. A lot of this isn't just I just took notes on all the stuff I found silly. So I'm literally just going to go through this shit. Let's see. They open with a clip from later on in the interview of Jay talking about the secret and manifesting your dreams. Harland says that Jay might be the most positive evil clown he's ever met. The real open starts, though, and they play a really cheesy fucking copyright-free song. And they're kind of mic testing and stuff. Jay says the mic is his weapon. Harlan mentions Shakespeare real quick, which I found interesting because I constantly compare ICP and stuff like South Park and Beavis and Butthead and Jackass even to Shakespeare, because honestly, back in Shakespeare's days, he was kind of looked at as low quality art, which is rather ironic because he's considered such high quality, high class theater nowadays. But back in his day, he was looked at as something comparable to a South Park, if you will. Okay, she's gonna go pee pee while I do my gimmick. Good time to do it. Let's see. Jay says getting old is awesome. Ben Harlan says wait for the adult diaper phase. Jay says he's had a couple of incidents with that so far. Harlan wants to know if that's ever happened to him while he's on stage. And Jay says that everyone in rock and roll knows that that's a common thing, to poop your pants on stage. I've never pooped my pants on stage, but I haven't been on the stage as many as Violent J. Harlan gets back to the question, has he ever had a full unload? Jay says, nah, but plenty of wet farts on stage. Harlan asks about matching the note of the fart with the song, if he's ever done that, if he's ever been on stage and tried to match the wet fart with the note of the song. Harlan says the toots get more frequent as you get older, like a symphony. Jay says the lifestyle of the road affects his flatulence. Harlan wants to know if Jay ever orders waffles at Waffle House and puts them on the side of his head to pretend he's Princess Leia. Jay no-sells this. Fago is out for this interview. They got multiple bottles of Fago out for this interview. Harlan asked how to pronounce Fago. Is it Fago? Is it Harlan has an orange-flavored Fago, and Jay has a raspberry, blueberry, and what looks like a 60-40 out, too. They don't reference that second Fago, but it kind of looked to me like a 60-40.
Love me a good 60-40 moment.
Jay talks about all the flavors, and Harlan asks if they have old lady bathwater flavored, or senior psoriasis flavored, or summertime psoriasis flavored. At this point, they enter the obligatory questions of the podcast. I guess these are, I've never seen an episode of Harland's Highway before, but I guess these are the questions he asks every guest, I would assume. This is a very silly podcast, like I said, though, and I think that these were meant to fuck with Jay. Have you ever tasted human flesh? Jay responds, oh yeah, not even 3 hours ago. Where are the bodies buried? Jay says the overpass in West Detroit over the Rouge River. There's a giant cement post that holds up the freeway. In that giant cement post, there's a hole, and that he puts the bodies in there. He says it's rather hard to get to that hole, so often he has someone like Shaggy Two Dope help gorilla press slam the body into the hole.
Relax.
Harlan says it's like a tomb sponsored by the city. Jay, that's fucking so. That's a good joke. I like that. Here's another obligatory question: what tastes better, the human femur or the scapula? I think I'm saying that right. Nick Bazaar, am I saying that right?
Scapula.
Scapula. I think that might be it. Jay asked if there's any pussy on that list, and there's no pussy on that list. Harlan says there's no bone in the pussy. Jay says there's a bone in his girl's pussy all the time. Fucking botched it. Jay says that there's a bone in his girl's pussy all the time. That was a fucking good. That was a good joke. Better than I could deliver it. Last question of the obligatory nature, and then they're gonna jump into the meat of the interview, like two buck-tooth gophers digging into Dolly Parton's underwear on a Thursday night. That's a direct quote from Harland Williams. He starts calling Violent J by his first name, Violent, during much of the interview at this point, which I fucking loved. That was great. How old were you when you murdered your parents? That's the last question of the obligatory nature. Jay can't give away his exact age because it's about to happen. Harlan says they have it coming and that they've earned it. Do the parents go into the hole under the overpass? He says Shaggy's on tour, so he can't help him right now, and Harlan offers to help. Lots of bits like this back and forth. They're just going back and forth the entire interview. Highly recommend you don't just watch me talking about it, and that you go and watch the actual interview itself. That's Harland's Highway over on the YouTubes. He's got a bunch of other interviews that I'm going to check out because this shit was really funny.
I swear this building would burn if it wasn't for me.
What happened?
Work.
Oh, more work shit?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
Now jumping... Yeah, we're almost done. Look at all the fucking shit I still got. All right, now jumping into the meat of the interview. All right, this is another Harlan quote. Like elves in the forest jumping into a Smurf's stretched whatever. That's another direct quote. Harlan is going to talk about his history and working on Big Money Hustlers. But first, a little ICP history. They talk about starting. Jay talks about starting in wrestling, moving to hip hop, calls hip hop his calling. But it took a while to accept that it wasn't wrestling. Talks about the dream coming back around all the way and then working for WWF after manifesting that dream, or putting all the positive energy into manifesting that dream it happening anyway. Harlan says it's cool Jay got 2 dreams off the checklist. Jay asks if Harlan remembers a documentary called The Secret. Harlan says he hasn't heard of it because it's a secret. He then asks if it's a women's deodorant. Harlan
Oh my God.
Harlan says, dude, you might be the most positive evil clown I've ever met, as I referenced earlier. That's a fucking great quote. Jay seemed to really like that fucking joke, too. Harlan asks if there's a third dream he would like to manifest. Jay says no. But there are two that he has yet to accomplish that are fairly easy to accomplish. One is to visit Japan. Jay says he is going on New Year's of this year, going to Japan to accomplish that dream. That Jump Steady just recently went, I guess. But he wants to go to rural Japan, not the touristy stuff. He wants to go to rural Japan where the ninjas train. That's his words, not mine. That's his words, not mine. He wants to go to where the ninjas train.
That's where my brother's wife is from.
The second thing that's on his checklist, his dream checklist, is to go to Alaska and fuck in an igloo. In Harland, to one-up Jay, says he's done it. He's already done it. And not only has he done it, he's had an orgy in there. He describes the steam coming up from the naughty bits like a locomotive. Wait, this is great. Like a locomotive going through Freddy Krueger's underpants. Lots of igloo sex bits at this point. Jay says that this is fucking great. Jay brings up that Harlan made Jay's dream feel unimpressive. Oh man. Marilyn Manson leading a dog sled team. Fuck, I wish I would have put context with that one. See, that's one of those times I fucking put a note down and I don't remember. I think that was a bit, one of the igloo bits. Jay asked if he ever saw the abdominal snowman out there. That's how he pronounced it. Harlan has no idea. Harlan has an idea for when Jay and Shaggy retire. They should open a restaurant called the IHOP. The IHOP. The International Insane House of Posse Pancakes.
That's goofy.
Yeah, you like that one?
No.
Jay asks if Harlan should open the Harland Huddle House. Harlan asks the Princess Leia pancake question this time, if he ever puts pancakes on the side of his head and pretends he's Princess Leia. Jay says not since the last time that they talked about it in this interview, but it's getting more appealing. Which was fucking great. Now they talk a little bit about how they met, how Harlan became involved with the Insane Clown Posse. Harlan's agent called him about a job. Harlan didn't know what the Insane Clown Posse was and looked them up, and he liked the way they looked, immediately liked the look of them. He listened to the music, and the first song he heard was Mr. Johnson's Head. He then reads the hook of Mr. Johnson's Head out loud, and said that he was shocked, appalled, and excited upon first listening to the music, because it is shocking, but he liked it. He realized he liked it, and that he said, this is fucking dope. He said it's what he loves about America. ICP is what he loves about America. I thought that was fucking fresh, because ICP is American as fuck. My ICP and apple pie, you know what I mean? Compares a music store to a video store, in that ICP is in the horror section, which I thought was fresh. Jay references Michael Jackson's Thriller as far as the history of horror in music, which I thought was dope, because that's like one of the talking points that I do all the time on here. I always talk about the history of horror in music, not just being horrorcore or rap related, because if you really go even deeper, there's horror themes in music before it being introduced to rap. And I almost argue that Michael Jackson's Thriller is the first horrorcore song in a way. It was just really dope to see one of those talking points coming out of Jay's mouth. They say they don't push their music down anyone's throats. So if anyone should come into their world and tell them what to do, they don't like that, obviously, because they don't push themselves on anyone. So you don't don't come into their world and tell them how to do their shit. Harlan then asks if they've ever tried to write a radio song, like a radio hit. Jay says he's never actually tried to do that, but he would love to try it. He says he usually, they sit down and they look at the final product, and they try to pick a single from that, what they've made. Let's see. Jay says, thankfully, they didn't play their singles because that's kind of their legacy. That created their legacy. Harlan says it's impressive that they have 5 gold records without the industry's help. And a couple of fucking platinum ones, too. Only recently have they felt like they've made it and or have accomplished what they've wanted to accomplish. Harlan says to keep searching for that one hit. Harlan wants him to keep trying to make that one hit. That he thinks it would be really dope to see ICP actually have like a hit song. Back to Big Money Hustlers stuff though. Harlan says they looked crazy and he likes crazy, so he was in. Jay saw Harlan in Something About Mary originally and had someone write down his name so he could remember the dude's name. That was his first choice apparently for Officer Harry Cox and Big Money Hustlers. Harlan says he gets fans coming up to him all the time referencing his role in the movie. Honk for Sugar, constantly. He says constantly he gets Honk for Sugar.
That's my least favorite thing that Juggalos do.
You don't like Honk for Sugar, huh?
No.
You don't like the honking?
No. It overstimulates me.
Harlan said he improvised a lot on Big Money Hustlers. Says it's the only movie he ever did where he couldn't stop laughing during a bit while filming. Basically, the Jerky Boys guy that played the police officer was in the fat suit asking for donuts. And he basically just did like a gimmick that was like, get me the fucking donuts. And like it was the weird little sound at the end that made him pop over and over again. And apparently if you go watch the movie, you can see that moment and you can see Harlan laugh at it. That the reason they kept it in the movie like that is he couldn't do the line without laughing. Or he couldn't do the reaction without laughing, apparently. They kept bugging Harlan to smoke weed on the set because of Half Baked, and Harlan doesn't smoke weed. Jay tells Harlan about the Rocky Horror Picture Show style screenings of Big Money Hustlers that they do at the Gathering, and seemingly invites Harlan to come and join one of them. Harlan seems down. Harlan said he had just gotten married when he accepted the role of Officer Harry Cox in Big Money Hustlers, and that he basically had to say to his newly married wife, honey, I'm going to New York to shoot a movie with the Insane Clown Posse, which is, he speculates on what she must have thought she had gotten into by marrying this fool. Harlan asks about the element of God in the music and what they do. This is fucking interesting stuff right here, too. Jay says that there is an element of God, but the word's only in there due to their own ignorance. Jay says his own ignorance as a writer. On Thy Unveiling, he says God, but he says he should have said creator. He said God because he was just he wanted to talk about all religions, and he thought that was a good enough word to accompany all religions. But really, he felt like at the end of the day, it felt like he was talking about one religion.
Right.
And I think most people took it that way. And he says now that he wishes he would have used the word creator. So the carnival is creator? I wish he would have used the word the universe. You know what I mean? The carnival is the universe. I don't know. That's my take on it. Anyway. Jay says the message isn't for the casual listener of Insane Clown Posse. You have to be pretty deep into the lore and have listened to a lot of the stuff to understand the message, and I really agree with that. Mentions the casual listener might only pick up on the violence and not that it's violence against evil people. This is another moment where I was kind of marking out because that's like one of my go-to talking points about how people don't understand Insane Clown Posse because they listen to certain songs on a surface level, and like he said it in the interview, they only hear the killing. They don't understand that they're killing bad people because they're not listening that deep enough. They're so shocked by the killing itself, they're not actually listening, and they're killing a pedophile or killing a racist. You know what I mean? Once again, a really a mark out moment for me hearing a talking point that I've echoed on here so many times come out of Jay's mouth. Comparing
Frankie Goldie called you out.
What?
He said the carnival is the universe. You smoked out.
Yeah, I'm a little smoked out. I'm a little smoked out, Frankie, for sure. Let's see. Oh fuck. There's some comparisons to Black Sabbath that go on. I thought that was really fucking cool. Talking about the way the press spins it. The press will say they have songs about racism, but they don't understand like it's about anti-racism. They'll just print they have songs about racism, and people assume these clowns are racist or something, which is kind of sort of what Spin did to them back in the day. They definitely spun that shit on them. Most difficult part of the interview now. He asked permission to be in the Insane Clown Posse and to paint up. Jay says a posse is more than 2 people. Only 2 people are rapping in Insane Clown Posse. This is the Insane Clown Posse, and what we do is the Dark Carnival. That's a quote from Jay that I thought was really fucking cool. This is all the carnival, brother. Yes, you can paint up. And Harlan cuts to a merch commercial. And then he goes and paints up. He comes back, and Harlan is indeed painted up like this. And I think I'm going to try at this point. Hold on, I got a little bit more. He asked what his, let's see. Jay says he needs to copyright that design. And then he asked what his name should be. Slap Happy Harland is the name that Jay comes up with. And Jay says lobotomies are hilarious. Talking about the lobotomy scar that he painted on the head there. He says that he is a juggalo for the day, and the last part of his indoctrination into the juggalo world is writing a rap song.
Oh, God.
Harlan wants people to try to make a song with the acapella that he's about to spit. And he gives Jay the rights to the song. Harlan then puts his readers on. Jay says he had an operation so that he wouldn't have to use his readers anymore. Let's see. Song at the 59. Hold on. Find that real quick. I want to play you guys this fucking ridiculous song. I gotta look that up real quick because I did not drop the link at that point in my notes. Harland Highway. Oh.
Keep it quilted means you keep it the best.
Keep it quilted, you guys. Keep it quilted. All right, 59. Bless you.
Holy sneeze. So silly. Oh my God, he looks so silly.
Oh.
You fuck up a line, say it again though so we can take it and put it to the beat.
Yeah, okay, here we go. This is the Insane Clown Posse jam from the new member. Who am I?
Slap Happy Harlan.
Slap Happy Harland. Here we go. Greetings. I just thought you should know the posse is coming to put on a show. It's a madhouse. It's insanity. Gonna turn up the temperature to 1,000 degrees. Lock your windows. Lock your doors. Tell the pimpos. Tell the whores. Yo, we're coming to your motherfucking town. You can't stop us. ICP clowns. New York City. Baltimore. San Diego. You want more? Hey, Miami. Hey, DC. Taking over. Clown Posse. It's a carnival, and we're the bossy. We'll eat your girlfriends, candy flossy. We'll take your money, so you're at a loss, see? We're the Insane Clown Posse. So tell the mayor we're coming in to fill the city full of sin and put the po-po in riot gear. We'll fuck their horses right in the rear. Turn up the music until you bleed. We got exactly what you need. It's a carnival we call disaster. We're the muck rockin' fucking motherfucking ringmaster. Look out, Dallas and New Orleans will make you women cream the jeans. Hey, Chicago, LA, St. Louis, get on your knees and fucking do us. We're from Detroit and we're expanding. So pretty soon we'll be landing in your city, in your town. There ain't no hiding from the posse clowns.
All right.
Walking steam like. Now, I don't know if it's any good.
No, it's pretty impressive, brother. You don't even rap either?
I don't rap, but see, that's.
Once again, I have to say, go watch this fucking interview. I really marked out for the whole interview. Whoa, that was a big old fucking cloud you just puffed out.
Yeah.
And modest too.
I'm cool.
Jay liked it, says it was on beat. He was keeping tempo the whole song, he said. Harlan said he even knew some of the rhymes, too. He was backing him up for some of the rhymes. Harlan went to The Gathering one year.
Oh my God, that's lit.
It's the only time he's ever done stand-up at 3:30 in the morning, he said. Scared for his life.
Oh my God, lit.
Jay says he thinks next year is the 30th gathering of the Juggalos. No, wait, 25th. No, it's actually the 24th, though. Word from the Wooden Shoe. This is a segment now where he pulls a word from a Dutch clog. This is a Harland Highway bit, apparently, a reoccurring bit. And see if it inspires a story from the interviewee's life, from Jay's life. He doesn't pull a word, though. He pulls the phrase, stood up by a date. And Jay says he has a story about Linda Blair from The Exorcist. Now, this is fucking weird. Jay was ICP was at a horror convention, and Jay was trying to holler at Linda Blair because she was across the way from ICP, apparently. And he asked her out for dinner. He asked her if she was having dinner. I think the phrasing of this is important to what happens in this story.
Yeah.
She says that she is having dinner, and they make a date. She invites him out to dinner. Harlan says he knows what she's having, pea soup, which is a fucking good joke. That was a good joke. She spits up pea soup in The Exorcist.
I know, but
Jay gets himself done up to go on the date. He pulls up, and she's out to dinner with like 40 other people. It's like a fan dinner. It's like a fan dinner. And he's the only chair is far away from her where she can't even hear him or maybe even see him. Even though she was there, he felt fucking stood up. Harlan says he won't like this next story, but he got it on with Linda Blair. Which one is a callback to, the igloo. Jay says first, the igloo orgy, now this. Harlan warns him that this will really clap. Harlan warns him that this will really chap his ass, but there's makeup on his... What? Oh, okay. I fucking can't read my own shit. Harlan says this will really chap his ass, but he wants to know if there's makeup on Jay's ass. Harlan says it feels like the bed... by the way, I don't think Jay answered that question. Harlan says it feels like the bed is floating when you have sex with Linda Blair. Harlan says, she gives good head because she can turn it around all the way. Jay then plugs his Instagram. Harlan shouts out Shaggy and says maybe next time they will have both of them on. And he does say honk for sugar. Jay says he didn't have as many scenes. Oh, no, wait. I got that backwards. Harlan says he didn't have as many scenes with Jay as he did with Shaggy in the movie. Jay finally gets Harlan to whoop whoop. Harlan says he threw his ass out whooping. Jay and Harlan still doing bits all the way till the end. There's even more bits than I didn't even fucking... There's a lot of bits I did not even write down. I just kind of wrote down the ones that tickled me. Excuse me. Got one more thing. One more Juggalo-related thing, and then we're getting the hell off of here. We're almost 2 hours in after that immense Harland note sesh. I'm going to talk briefly about this video, this short video that Jay was in from yesterday, apparently. Setlist FM, Marquee Memories. This is basically a little YouTube clickbait type of thing where Jay talks about some of his influences. He holds up this little marquee gimmick for different acts and tells a quick story about how they influenced them. First up was Rage Against the Machine. Talks about seeing him live for the first time in '93. They killed it, went really fucking hard, massive influence. He uses the term massive influence, I think, for everybody in this, though. Next is Sir Mix-a-Lot. Talks about the Swass album, seeing him in concert at the Royal Oak Music Theater, and that was Jay's first concert ever. Sir Mix-a-Lot for the Swass album. He said the Nation of Islam was at this show, and that Jay only knew about the Nation of Islam through reading Malcolm X's book back in the day, and he thought that they thought that the white person was the devil, literally. So he was kind of like on edge a little bit about these Nation of Islam dudes at the hip-hop show, which apparently there was something that happened towards the end where they were throwing vinyl into the crowd, and one landed in between Nation of Islam dude and Jay, and they both went for it at the same time, and Nation of Islam dude grabbed the vinyl and handed it to Jay.
Aww.
So it kind of changed Jay's perspective of that religion and them hating white people, I guess. Says massive influence once again being at his first hip-hop show and just seeing the community. He talks a little bit about Juggalos at that point. Last, he talks about NXS being one of his more influential shows. This is one I was not expecting.
That's kind of weird.
St. Andrew's Hall show in 1994. Jay was working there at the time. He says the band was way too big to be playing at that venue. They should have been at a bigger venue. And that the guy just went out and he went fucking hard as hell. And he was raw on stage and he was passionate and brave. Like he was showing his soul on stage. And Jay said that was very influential to him. And yeah, that was about all there was for that little quick video. You can go watch that one too if you want. All right, we got Steve-O climbing on me. So
Sure
I think we're wrapping this up.
Yeah, I'm done.
Wrapping this up, y'all.
I'm done with y'all.
Saturday night.
I'm done with y'all.
We're gonna go chill, smoke some more, probably watch some stuff. Steve-O's gonna climb on me some more and show his butthole. Her butthole.
Her butthole.
All right, guys.
Okay, bye. Love you.
All right, I gotta get this.
Bye.
All right, Steve-O, hold up.
I can click the button too,
But I got it. All right, you click the button and I'll say end broadcast.